Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I recently had somebody ask about doing a video on how to be bottom tier. So we've got one here, a KV-122, tier 7 and a tier 9 battle. We're on Himmel's Siegfried Leindorf, and there's going to be some interesting comments here from our KV-3. Now the KV-3 in question is a stock KV-3, or at least he has a stock gun. He's going to start talking about it. So the question then becomes, what do I do bottom tier in World Tanks? Well, what you do is you be annoying as possible. You're probably not going to carry the game. You can certainly have a good game, but you've got to be alive to do so. And the way you support the big kids is you try to be annoying. So let's take a look at this, because this is kind of a tale of two tier 7s. So the KV-3 says, kill me. I'm stock. Okay, fair enough, man. And there he is. We're passing him. I'm stock. Well, you never want to hear that in World of Tanks. That is somebody who has already sort of given up. I say track them. Or do something that's annoying. Go support the other guys. Now, you can't do that when you're dead. You can't also be the tip of the spear. You're not going to be the tip of the spear in your stock KV-3 if you YOLO into a WZ, object, tortoise, or even a lot of the tier 8s. So I say stay alive and be annoying AF. The P-43 doesn't really help, says go drown yourself. I'm like, okay. So let's see where he goes, and let's see where Guido goes. I'm going to come up here. Now, a lot of you have seen me play this map, and a lot of times I love to get up into this position up here next to the church. But I'm not going to do that, not with this tank. Not bottom tier when one of the, or several of the big boys can get in there. I'm also noticing as I push up, this is not where my team is going. They all want to go fight in the heavy brawl area over here and play punchy face. That is also where the KV-3 is going, and I'm thinking, all right, fair enough. Go over there with those guys. Use your armor a little bit if you can. Be smart. Track some guys. Help the big kids take them down, right? If you can track one of their big tanks and then your buddies in the higher tier tanks can take them down, then you have become very useful, right? 1,200 assist in your tier 7 stock KV-3. That sounds like a pretty good deal, actually, if you could do that and even chuck in some hit points of damage eventually if you can get into the side or around them. All right, so I push in here. I see the Vipera. I say self. I say to myself, self, there is zero use in trying to play punchy face with a Vipera in the KV-122, right? That just isn't going to happen. We kill their CS-52 right off, and notice that what's going on over here is a little bit of a push, all right? So just pay attention to how that push goes on the mini-map, and then we'll take a look at it in a minute. I back out of there. I am basically just here to let them know if something's coming this way. They're probably not going to zoom across here and push up in my face, but they could, potentially, especially if they notice the vast majority of our beef is sitting right over here trying to play punchy face on the 6th column. So I'm going to back out a little bit, take this into consideration. There is no arty, so this position is relatively safe even if I get spotted. I'm kind of curious if maybe they're poking over here. I do have a medium and a CC-56 TD over there. That's nice. At least I won't get immediately flanked and shot in the side. They should see them. And we have an RHM hanging back here in case I get pushed for some reason. I might get a little bit help. Now, look what's going on over here. We'll go ahead and take a little gander on this side of the map. Remember the guy that's stock. You can see that he is already down a bunch of hit points. He got thumped by the 704, and then he pushes across here into that position. Well, lo and behold, what is he looking at here? He finds an M445. And why wouldn't you, this early in the game, with this many guns, find somebody sitting over here with the ability to shoot you in the side? The CC Mark 1 went across. I think he's probably feeling like, well, I'll go in there and support, but look at the amount of guns in the game. Nobody's really taken a look at what's going on in the middle right there. As you can see, there's an M445 already there. Makes me doubly glad I didn't get in that position, because he would have been tough enough, but more than likely he's got friends. How do I know it's also bad? Well, nobody really got up over here to kind of poke and prod and see what's going on at the cap. So anyone who got in the middle was just going to get absolutely swarmed. And unfortunately, because we're not controlling the middle here, we have no SA what's going on in the middle of the map. He's in big trouble in the KV-3 over there. So we'll just watch what happens. He takes a hit. He takes another hit from that guy. That guy's doing a nice job. I see that going on. I'm going to go try to take a little bit of heat off of him, but first I need to see if there's anybody sitting on this position. Thank goodness there wasn't, because most anything is going to go right through the armor on this thing. This is going to let me come in here and sneak a shot on this guy. He kills the KV-3, and we sneak one in on him. We get a 368 slight low roll. Slowly backing out. Thank goodness nobody was up here so they could come around the corner. It looks like most of them, based on what we're seeing on the minimap, are fighting our guys who are going face to face. And just like that, our KV-3, the stock KV-3, is the first guy to die. Right? You can't support your team if you're dead. You have to be very careful in this game, if you're bottom tier, about YOLOing forward, because you're just not that capable. Now, had he been hanging out behind, if we go over here again, and initially it looked like his positioning was so, if he was just sort of sitting back here, waiting for the opportunity to maybe come around this corner and track some guys, support, maybe there's a counter push, he can kind of hang out at this rock right here. He's really just supporting all these guys with that little faster firing. I think it's a 107 that's on that thing as the stock. The ability to come around here and help out. But he pushed in there and ends up getting dead. So again, the tale of two tier 7s. Let's see what I can manage to do. This dude's a one-shot now. I was really hoping he would poke out. He doesn't. I wished I'd been a little bit more ready to do this, but I'm feeling like I can get in here and maybe kill him before he can shoot. He's not really paying attention. I don't know if he went AFK or what, but we sneak in and kill him. And just like that, we got a kill. We have 681 hit points, and I'll just back out. Okay? The little push over there is doing okay. Notice that we are now 5-2. At this point, there's a lot more possibility, bottom tier-wise, to start moving around the map, because there's just a lot less guns in the game. So we'll come out here. I just don't catch him. I saw him making a runner around there. I was really hoping I could get a shot on him. But now I take the position. Right now, this position is pretty good. Now I can kind of control what's going on around the cap, get shots at them. If the comet comes back, I'll have some shots on them. Looks like our push is still doing okay over here. We have a lot of guys in the field. I'd like them to get back over to us, because really we're about even in the city over here. But based on counting noses, I'm feeling like I'm not going to get taken out here very easily, or at least not immediately. So we'll take a peek in here and see where this guy is. Oh, nice. Vipera died. That is huge. T95 is just nom-nomming through these guys. Take another peek. And oh, shoot, there's a tortoise. All right, let's get back here. Let's back. What I don't want to do is try to go toe-to-toe with the tortoise. Very surprised he was making that push, but I can actually get out of the way here, find my way back to a little hidey hole, and maybe even I can sneak a shot on this comet. Looks like he wants to come at me. 493. Oh, I got lit. Oh, geez. Oh, look, the tortoise is making an unwise push. Take advantage of it because positioning is decent. Shoot him in the side. He keeps going. Fine. Let him go. If I see him turn around, I'll get worried. Now we got another guy out in the open. I'm just about reloaded. Oh, very nice. Sneak. Little shot. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. 1,370 hit points. Right? Okay, it is a Romple Stomp. Right? You might say, oh, Guido, anyone could do a lot of damage in this game in a Romple Stomp. Well, not if you're dead. Right? Not if you're dead. Get a couple shots on the comet. We'll back out of this thing. Look for a little side scrape. We can get rid of that guy. Then we can go ahead and move on in for some more shots. Oh, fantastic. The WT takes him down. Come around the corner. What can we do with this dude? I don't know what he's doing, but thank you very much. We shoot him. Looks like a little bot level play happening right there. Let's take advantage of it. Got one on him. We're going to get another one. I don't know. I guess he is just going to sit there. Yes, he is. Another shot on that guy. Down he goes. Look at that. Some assist. I'm up to 2,533, 411 assist. Initial smart position. Don't overextend, especially bottom tier. Try to be annoying. Get those shots of opportunity out there. Support your team as best you can. And if you can get some tracking shots and stuff, absolutely go for it. But you're not going to be able to do anything if you're back in the garage. And even stock, right? My tank was better because it wasn't stock. It's not a particularly great tank, the KV-122, but it was certainly better than a stock KV-3. Still, he could have been much more effective by hanging back a little bit. Just hanging back there just a little bit, staying alive, this guy. Oh, dang it. 2,868 damage. I think there's a blind shot in there. I want to say I was over 3,000 on this. I don't think, maybe I do get the kill on this charioteer. I don't remember how this went. I don't think so, actually, now I think about it. Nope, a little bit late getting the shot in there. Oh, wait a minute. I did. No, that's his shot. Never mind. He did 82 on me. I did not do any damage to him. Unfortunate. I think a little over 3,000. We end up with a kill. And that's basically how you do it, guys. I know it's easier said than done a lot of times. And you can find yourself in positions where you do go to support and your team crumples and you don't have very much beef to affect it very much. That just happens. But as a general rule, the ideal lower tier is try to be as annoying and as alive as possible. As annoying and as alive as possible. And that may be that may require to be a little bit more persistent than you might be, or have a little bit more patience, a little more patient than you might otherwise be. But and it's kind of a hard mind shift, especially if you're jumping around tiers and playing the game. Or even if you're just playing the same tier, you go, ooh, I've been top tier for a while, and then you get into that tier 9 battle and you're tier 7. You got to change that gear. Right? You may go to the same place, you may not. You may go to the same kind of places, but you're not going to be the guy popping out first necessarily. Get in there, support the other guys, look for places that you can be effective, but be annoying AF. All right? If you got any more suggestions down there, put them in the comments for anybody who might be trying to figure out how to do the lower tier thing. That's all I've got for today. We will see ya.